Morning again everyone, I'm with the very lovely Candice. We are in Baldock in East Hertfordshire today for a little 4.5 mile circular walk. I visited Baldock briefly once before when I did part 4 of the Icknield Way with my mate Richard. We stopped here and had lunch. As I say, we were sort of through hiking the Icknield Way. Of course I lost that on the hard drive, so Richard did say that sort of once lockdown was over we may well redo that section, so fingers crossed, might have something like that planned. So got a cider to review as well later on. Candice has spotted something already. Baldock Boobs Gang. Yeah. We found the local mafia. We'll just see how the weather holds up today. I mean, it's only a short walk, so it's not far, literally stone's throw from Letchworth Garden City, which was, I believe that was I think it was the first garden city. Ebenezer Howard, I believe. And there is the church. We'll make a start. So enough talking, let's get walking. On the map, Baldock looks little more than an appendage to the vast sprawl of Letchworth, but the A1 bypass between them will ensure that the town retains its identity. Baldock is very much an ancient town compared with the first garden city of Edwardian Ebenezer Howard, begun in 1903. And yet Baldock is similarly an artificial creation from the Middle Ages, planted at an important crossroads, as was Royston, founded about 1189 further east. Baldock's predecessor, a Romano-British town of some size, grew up where the much older Icknield Way, running northeast to southwest along the down edge, met the Roman Ermine Street. Another important Roman road from St Albans to the southwest joined Ermine Street, a little south of the Icknield Way crossroads. The Roman settlement had disappeared well before the medieval town arrived, immediately west of its site. The far north of the large parish of Weston reached the Icknield Way, and in the 1140s Gilbert, Earl of Clare, gave the area to the Knights Templar. Before 1185, a town had been laid out, and Ermine Street and the Icknield Way diverted through the marketplace in Whitehall Street. The High Street was a second marketplace, but subsequent encroachment has blurred the picture. Encroachment usually happened when a market stall was turned into a permanent shop or structure. So the bends on the A1, which choked the town before the bypass, had their origins when the town was laid out in the 12th century. Baldock, strangely, is a corruption of Baghdad, presumably reflecting the Middle Eastern interests of the Templars, who built a sumptuous parish church. Richard I confirmed the town's charter in 1189, and it is interesting to note the many tradesmen listed among the 122 tenants of the 150-acre town in a Templars survey of 1185. It's around about 3 o'clock now, and we've stopped in a little parish church at Radwell, near the Radwell Lake campsite. It was really nice, the lake there, and yeah, it was like a little campsite, mainly caravans I think. Of course it's closed at the moment, and it was right beside the River Ivel as well. So for lunch it's the usual stuff again. I made the sandwiches this time. Candice has already started. We've got ham sandwiches, some crisps, some banana chips, protein bars, soup, which Candice can't open. Heinz vegetable soup, that is.
Oh, is it vegetable? Nice.
Heinz vegetable soup, yeah. And then the most interesting bit of the whole thing, a cider. It's a pear cider, and this one was from Gary the groomer again, from the set that he got me. It was just a mixture of different ciders, and there's been a couple of them okay ones, and then some really good ones, and just it's been a real varied bunch, which is good. Specially selected by Staffordshire brewery Leek. Pear cider, a well balanced cider with a hint of pear. It's 4%. A lightly sparkling cider made from the best apples and pears grown in the county of Hertfordshire. All of our ciders are made to traditional brewing methods, and in some cases sediment can be found. Don't be alarmed, this is natural and all part of small batch production. There is some sediment at the bottom. I quite like that, sediment. Alcohol by volume 4%. Quality handcrafted cider made the traditional way. Oh, someone's got shot again.
That's so bad.
What's the soup and the sandwiches like? It's good, yeah. Candice's been waiting for food because we got a bit lost earlier.
I got us lost.
Candice, sort of, yeah. It was an easy mistake to make, and we had to backtrack about, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, sometimes the books are not really that descriptive.
No, they're not very clear, yeah, sometimes, I agree. So it's a bit of a rushed lunch break, but that's fine, as long as we get to fit the cider in. Right, let's crack this one open. So cheers, Gary, for this one again. Oh, shit!
Did you good job you got your waterproofs on?
I've had an accident. It's like half the bottle's gone.
Oh, wow.
Jesus, that was fizzy. I'm going to stink of pear cider now. I can't believe that. That was... I didn't shake it. Well, I sort of dislodged the sediment a bit. I didn't like violently shake it.
Very sensitive.
Yeah. Well, it loses a mark straight away. I don't know where the lid's gone. I think the lid's flown off. Where did it go?
Under. Don't you see?
Is it? Oh, bloody hell. Ended up there. Oh, hang on. It smells alright. It doesn't smell like a pear cider. It's very fizzy. No wonder it. Whenever it. Oh, it's so fizzy. Really gassy. I'm going to be burping like anything after that, I reckon. Do you know, I've never known a cider that I would say is too fizzy. Like, it's so fizzy, it kind of like loses a bit of the taste. It's very gassy. Taste isn't bad. It's quite dry. Very dry for a 4%, and there's not a lot of pear taste in it. Let's see what you think anyway. Oh. You're not a fan? No, not at all. Do you want another?
That's enough.
It's very fizzy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really fizzy, but not in a good way, is it?
A bit of taste as well.
A bit of taste to it, yeah. Strange one.
I can't go back down that Oliver Reed.
No, you can't. It's so gassy, you can only take little sips of it. Very strange. That's the weirdest pear cider I've ever had.
Pear ciders are really flat.
Yeah, normally they taste more of pear. This just tastes like I would say like a medium dry cider. I'm not going to give it above a 6.
I'm going to give it a 5.
I'm going to give it a 5.5. What do you reckon? A 5?
I said 5, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, cheers. Yeah, so.
Cheers, Gary.
Yeah, cheers anyway, Gary. Yeah, Staffordshire Brewery pear cider.
If you like that kind of cider, you like it.
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't, then fair enough. Anyways, right, let's get munching. Baldock prospered, later playing a key role as a coaching inn on the Great North Road, which became the A1. In the 18th century, the town acquired fine brick town houses. These were for Baldock's prosperous citizens, many of whom were merchants or maltsters, the town having 7 maltings. We'll find the older buildings at the north end of the High Street and along the east part of Hitchin Street, Whitehall Street and Church Street. That's us back in Baldock. The car is literally just behind the camera, and that's the end of the walk and the video. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been enjoyable. I'm glad we didn't cut the walk short when we got lost and sort of just come back here, because some of the don't know, agree to disagree. It was the stuff that we would have missed was actually like probably the highlights of the walk. I think like the Radwell Lake, yeah, and the River Ivel. That was really, really nice. Probably the highlight for me, that was, apart from the churches really that we've seen. They've been, you know, quite spectacular in their own way, each one really. Highlights for you? What do you reckon?
Churches. Do you know what I think? It's quite a nice little town, really.
It's nice, isn't it? A lot of history.
Yeah, Knights Templars.
Knights Templars. It's, yeah, sort of, it's got that Hertfordshire feel about it, I think, anyway. But and you can tell, yeah, there's been like roads going through it for centuries. It's got that vibe about it. Anyways, yeah, so cheers Gary for the cider, cheers Jason for the hat, and everyone else, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after each other and stay safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Is that?